Hi, my name is Danielle and I'm here to remind you of your true potential, to support you as you grow from a wallflower to a wildflower and chase your dreams with all you've got. Welcome to the From Wallflower to Wildflower series.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi. What you put out, you bring back. That's happening. But that's the topic for another day. So, how did that go? Who wants the best life ever? You do.
Guys, it has been over a year since my last episode. So not long after episode 6, my camera broke, and yeah, now I have a new one, so I'm really excited to get back into it. This is episode 7, Love What You Love, Be Who You Are, Break Stereotypes. Humans are complex beings, right? There are so many parts of us that make up the whole. So I find it really, really sad that so many times we whittle people down to just their stereotype. You know, oh, there's the blonde one, or there's the sporty one, and there's the rich one, and there's the smart one, there's the muscle man, and there's the shy girl. It's really easy to put people in boxes without knowing more about them, and I've done it myself. But isn't it time to stop judging people based on one tiny part that we get to see of them? And also, more importantly, isn't it time that we stop doing that to ourselves? We keep ourselves in these neat, tidy boxes, presenting ourselves as the way that we think that people want to see. I think sometimes we try so hard and we spend so much time on being normal and to fit into these things that we forget that everyone is so vastly different. And that's what makes us human, right? We are all so unique, with so many parts that make up our whole. We're like snowflakes. None of us are identical. Even people who are so very close and who have so many things in common, there are always a few things here and there that are different. The other day, my sweet 13-year-old boy and I were watching TV. And an ad came on. It was a competitive show, and you'll never guess what this single mum does. And my son said, oh, a single mum, big deal. And I was quite taken aback by that because I'm like, oh my gosh, how rude, right? I'm like, well, I'd like you, Mr. 13-year-old, to tell me what it's like to be a single mum. And his response was this. He said, yeah, but mum, they don't even say her name. There's so many other things that are important about her than just being a single mum. And I went, may have melted into the puddle when he said that, like, what an adorable thing to say, and so true. Yay for the next generation. He's right though. There are so many different things, and so often we place people into, she's a single mum, but she could also be a really great sister. She could be an organ donor. She could have given up one of her kidneys for a friend. She could have built her own home. She could have gone through uni and paying from her own job. Like, there are so many things about people that we don't know, and they're always whittled down to this one small thing that fits a stereotype that we can easily connect with. I get that it's a marketing thing, but I think it's time that we stop judging people based on that one small thing. I, myself, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a mother, I'm a friend, I'm a co-worker, I'm a photographer, I'm a writer. I love the sun. I love plants. I love my animals, my cats and my dogs, both. Not just one, not just the other, both cats and dogs. I'm not gonna choose. It's not cats or dogs, it's both. And this is what I'm talking about. You can be so many different things. You can like coffee, you can like tea. It's not one or the other. You get what I'm saying? There are no rules. We are what we are. We all have our things. And what I'm saying is, don't cripple or hide certain parts of you just to suit others. Because stereotypes can be so harmful and debilitating. Actually, life-destroying and crushing. Oh, that seems a bit too much, doesn't it? No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. Here's some examples. Just because you like pop music doesn't mean you can also not like heavy metal. Just because you were born into an academic family doesn't mean you need to go to uni and follow the same path. Just because you're kind doesn't mean you need to say yes to everything. Just because you love a certain colour doesn't mean you have to wear that colour every day and decorate your house in only that colour. Or maybe you can, and that's the point. You can do and be what you want. There, again, are no rules. Be true to yourself. This is the empowerment quote. Love what you love, be who you are, break stereotypes. And in the same way, don't stifle yourself because you think you already know what you are. It's a trap. Surprise yourself. There's always room to outgrow certain parts of yourself and welcome new things in. The amount of times that I've surprised myself in the last few years is kind of funny. It really does make me laugh. Growing up and during my 20s and half my 30s, I thought I would hate to have an office job. How bloody boring would that be to sit there and type and answer phone and just do that boring crap all day without being able to get out and be my full self. Well, guess what I do now? I do admin. Yeah, and I love it. I allowed myself to surprise myself because there's parts of it that are more than what I thought that it was, you know. It takes up a lot of brain space and I get to check off lists and I freaking love checking off lists. And another thing that surprised me was plants. Exhibit A. I am a plant killer. I was a plant killer. I couldn't keep a plant alive to really save myself. It's a bit of a joke in our family. And now, not even a year ago, I started to buy plants. Who knows why? And I have over 20 in my house now. And I just love them. And they're alive. Don't worry, they're alive. And this is what I'm talking about. Things change. People grow. And I'm really kind of excited for the next thing that I'm going to learn to love. Aren't you? Break the mold and get excited and explore the ever-changing thing that is you. All these little moving parts. It's not just this is what I am. Block, 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 block. That's my whole. They're all moving and interchanging, and some things slip away and other things come in. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. The only way to do that is stop thinking in a straight line and stop thinking this is how I was born, this is how I'm meant to be. Nope. Break stereotypes. And that's it. It's really good to be back. I hope that gave you a little bit of something to think about. I love you guys. I'm going to be back probably in a month. We'll do these once a month. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. You've gotten this far. Amazing. I'll see you next time.